If you are over 60, then what I'm about to say may touch something deep inside you, because it is not just about food or health, it's about strength, independence, and the quiet dignity of aging well. For years, we've been told to sip bone broth to stay strong, to trust that its collagen will keep our joints young and our muscles alive. Yet beneath that comforting story lies another truth, one that modern science and the quiet wisdom of real elders are now revealing. Bone broth might soothe the body, yes, but it does not build what time has taken. Muscles fade not because we grow old, but because the nourishment our ancestors once knew has been replaced with modern myths. Today, we're going to uncover what truly restores strength, what genuinely ends the silent epidemic of muscle loss known as sarcopenia, and how a simple, ancient food, overlooked and underestimated, can bring vitality back into your life. Let's start with a simple truth that few dare to speak out loud. After 60, your body begins to lose up to 3% of its muscle mass each year. It happens quietly. One day you notice that getting up from the chair feels heavier, that carrying groceries tires you out faster, that your steps on the stairs have become more careful, less confident. This is sarcopenia, a slow fading of power that begins beneath the surface. It's not a disease, it's a signal that your body is asking you for help. You see, your muscles are not just pieces of flesh, they are engines of life. They protect your bones, stabilize your heart, and even regulate your blood sugar. Without strong muscles, even the best diet, the best heart, and the best willpower can crumble. Now let's travel back in time, long before supplements, powders, or collagen drinks existed. Picture a mountain village 200 years ago. The elders there worked the fields, climbed the slopes, and carried firewood even in their 70s and 80s. They didn't have bone broth in fancy bottles. What they had was simplicity. Real food, eaten whole, with nothing wasted. And at the center of that humble diet was a golden symbol of life, the egg. The same food that nature designed to create life from nothing is the same food that can help rebuild yours. For centuries, cultures around the world regarded the egg as sacred. In rural Japan, families would give boiled eggs to elders as a symbol of longevity. In parts of Europe, farmers believed that starting the day with an egg gave the body the strength of the sun. And now, modern science finally explains why. The egg, especially when eaten whole, contains a unique amino acid called leucine, the most powerful muscle-building trigger known to the human body. When leucine enters your bloodstream, it flips a switch inside your cells called mTOR. Think of it as your body's muscle activation signal. It tells your body, grow again, rebuild, strengthen. Now imagine what happens when someone over 60 begins their morning not with empty calories or bone broth, but with this ancient source of renewal. Within weeks, muscle fibers that have been dormant begin to awaken. The legs feel more stable, the arms regain firmness, even posture improves, because your body is responding to what it recognizes as life itself. Bone broth, on the other hand, while warm and comforting, provides mostly gelatin, a broken-down protein that doesn't contain the full range of amino acids your muscles crave. It supports joints but does not restore power. It cannot replace what your body truly needs: complete proteins that rebuild every cell, every fiber, every heartbeat. That's why researchers today are urging seniors to replace myths with nourishment, to stop chasing trends, and start trusting the wisdom of biology. In 2024, a European longevity study tracked adults aged 60 to 80 who consumed 2 whole eggs daily alongside light movement, simple things like wall push-ups, calf raises, and 10-minute walks. After just 45 days, participants showed an average increase of nearly 50% in lower body strength. But beyond numbers, what changed most was how they felt. One elderly woman, age 76, said she no longer feared the stairs. Another, 83, said she could rise from her favorite chair without bracing herself. The difference wasn't supplements or fancy routines, it was consistency and the right kind of fuel. Let's understand what makes this food so miraculous. The egg yolk contains choline, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamin D, all vital for reducing inflammation and restoring muscle communication with the brain. That connection is key. As we age, the signals between our brain and muscles weaken, which leads to slower reaction times and balance issues. But the nutrients in whole eggs strengthen those signals, creating faster reflexes, better coordination, and a renewed sense of control over your body. When you combine this with even light movement, you ignite a cycle of self-healing that medicine cannot replicate. Some might ask, isn't cholesterol in eggs dangerous? That's one of the greatest misconceptions of the modern era. The truth is, your body needs cholesterol to produce hormones that support muscle growth, bone density, and mood regulation. The elders of the past ate real food, not low-fat, not synthetic, and they aged with grace and strength. The danger isn't in eggs, it's in forgetting how to eat the way nature intended. There's also something spiritual in this transformation. Rebuilding muscle after 60 isn't just about the body, it's about reclaiming the will to live with strength, not fragility. When you nourish yourself with the right food, your spirit begins to rise too. You begin to move differently, breathe differently, think differently. You walk not with hesitation, but with presence, and that energy, that quiet confidence, radiates through your entire being. Here's how you can begin this journey. Tomorrow morning, start simple. Upon waking, take a moment to stretch your arms, rotate your shoulders, and stand tall. Then, after your movement, prepare 2 whole eggs. Boil them, scramble them in olive oil, or poach them if you prefer gentleness on the stomach. Add a handful of greens, spinach, kale, or coriander. This combination floods your body with magnesium, iron, and protein, the perfect foundation for rebuilding muscle. Within 3 weeks, you will feel the difference. Within 6, others will see it in your posture and energy. And here's the deeper truth. Strength doesn't vanish with age. It hides. It waits for the moment you decide to nourish it again. Sarcopenia may sound like an irreversible word, but it's not a sentence. It's a warning, a whisper from your body that says, feed me right, move me gently, and I will return. Nature gave you everything you need. You just have to listen. There's a reason why so many elders throughout history lived long, active lives without supplements or gyms. They respected the rhythm of the body. They ate whole foods. They moved daily. They worked the land. They carried water. They walked. They stretched. Their strength didn't come from modern formulas. It came from living in harmony with what life offers. And now you can reclaim that same rhythm, no matter your age. So when someone tells you that bone broth will make you strong again, remember this story. Remember that true strength doesn't come from sipping something comforting. It comes from feeding your body what it was designed to use. A single egg can rebuild what years of neglect have taken away. It carries within it all 9 essential amino acids, each a tiny spark of life, each one a promise that renewal is possible at any age. You are not old, you are seasoned. Your body has been through storms and seasons and yet still wakes each morning ready to serve you. Give it what it asks for. Feed it with wisdom, not trends. Move it with gratitude, not fear. The results will astonish you. You will feel the same awakening that elders before you once knew. That beautiful moment when your strength returns, not because of what you lost, but because of what you remembered. And when that day comes, when you stand taller, walk longer, or simply smile at the reflection of your renewed self, remember that it began not with a miracle, but with a choice. The choice to stop believing that age is decline and to start believing that age is refinement. The choice to eat not for comfort, but for life. If this message has resonated with you, if you felt even a spark of inspiration to begin again, then let it begin today. Prepare that meal with love. Take that first step and speak these words silently to yourself. I am rebuilding. I am renewing. I am strong again. And you will be, because nature rewards those who return to its truth. Before you go, I'd love to hear your story. Comment your age and where you're watching from. Let's fill the comment section with strength, not sorrow, with examples of people who refuse to give up, who are reclaiming their vitality, one choice at a time. If you found value in this message, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Seniors Hub, and share it with someone who needs to hear that it's never too late to become strong again. Together, we're building not just muscles, but hope, resilience, and a community of seniors who are living proof that renewal has no age limit.